What up, peeps? It's the boy KD Kumano, returning to the One Piece chapter reviews. Yo, alright. Well, let's just get right into it real quick. It starts off with the boy Niji and Yonji. Alright, them boys. They're about to get dissected, my man. Alright, Oven done dropped their ass off over at the research laboratory facility kind of thing, where I'm guessing these some of his siblings, I don't know their names, but I'm about to slice these boys up. Now Niji, he just like, but at least Yonji is like, hey, nah, I don't want to bother this. And it's entitled "Mama's Out to Sea. Let's start our research." Come on, G man, what in the hell they gonna do to them? I'm really hoping somebody comes in to save them. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be Judge and Reiju and Ichi, but it needs to be somebody to save their asses, because Jesus Christ, like, how in the hell? Like, listen, I know stuff gets dark, but come on, man. Come on, we can't have this. But all right, into the chapter where the real shit is at, man. First of all, I gotta say, Oda, you did your thing, because last chapter you sent everybody completely one way. All right, like everybody was fixated on an idea, and he completely turned it. But anyway, so Luffy is he wakes up, right? And he's like, yo, what is going on? Like, why can I still stand up? Like, what? Like, I should not be able to do what I'm doing right now. Like, I got beat, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason. But like, I feel like I'm having a wonderful, magnificent, joyous time, you know what I'm saying? Like, my man's laughing and everything. And then it cuts to Momo, who hears Luffy. But the thing is, Luffy's heartbeat kind of got a different thing. It goes boom, da, da, da. I'm like, yo, really? All right, so look, hearts don't sound like that. At least mine don't. And I don't think none of you guys do either. But anyway, so he lets Yamato know that Luffy is Joy Boy. And Yamato's like, yo, is that what, Zunisha told you? Like let me know, Momo. Like, what's the deal? What are you talking about? Like, for 1 minute you say that Luffy's dead, you can't hear him no more. And now you talking about he's Joy Boy. Like, where are you getting this info from, right? But it cuts over to the pleasure hall, all right? And Sanji is waking up. Old girl that he saved her mouse, all right? She done wrapped him up and all that kind of stuff there. And he feels it. He feels it. I'm guessing it really does have something to do with the sense of your observation hockey, in order to be able to feel the presence of those around you and actually differentiate. Listen, I got words that I can't say, but you know what I'm talking about. To be able to distinguish each person from other people, essentially. And Sanji immediately like, Luffy? You know what I'm saying? And it cuts to the live floor where it shows Kid, Law, and Hiroguro, and they all like, like they shook. They like, Luffy, what's going on up there? Because Kaido just came down here and told us you dead, my boy. You know what I'm saying? So like, how is it that you still running around here? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody shook. Even they show Marco, and Marco lets Nami and what is it? Oh, is it Otama? Is it Otama? I think that's her name. The one with the chibi cheeks. It's been so long since I've actually spoke her name or read her name. But the little girl that calls Luffy the big bro that was waiting on Ace. And that shit, right? Like they crying. They like, Luffy's still alive. He's all right and all that good stuff. They're like, they rejoicing. But here's the kicker. Here's where Oda really, he starts going full throttle with it. All right. It kicks over to Pangea Castle, all right, over in Marijor, right? And the Gore said discussing, they like, yo, this fruit, all right, they talking about the Gum Gum no Mi. They like, yo, they sacrificed one of their agents to try to snuff out Luffy, all right, because they wanted to make sure that he was gone, he was through. They like, we ain't got to worry about it no more, because they have been after the fruit for 800 years. They've been after this Gum Gum fruit for 800 years. 800 years. So that automatically lets you know that, yeah, this fruit has something to do with the original Joy Boy. In which, because, like Zunisha said, Luffy is Joy Boy, right? Okay, so I'm guessing they share the same fruit, right? Like, as you reading, this is what you're guessing, but no, they go further. They go further, my guy, all right? They end up saying it's almost like the fruit has invaded them, on purpose, you know what I'm saying? But they like, it makes sense because all zoan fruits have a will of their own. So going over into any inanimate object that done had a zoan fruit that we've seen so far in the story, of course they react, because zoan fruits are based off a living creature. You know what I'm saying? It has the living creature's essence, its will. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing that's what ties into it. That's what makes these devil fruits what they are. It embodies the complete essence of whatever the characteristic is. So that means even that dude with the jacket fruit. I'm guessing they literally took a jacket, put it in the ground, and grew fruit out of it. I don't know. I don't know how the process works, but that's what they did. All right. But like, it's based after a god. The Gum Gum fruit is actually a mythical zoan. It's the human fruit, model Nika. All right. I was like, yes, thank you. Everybody that was riding with the resin fruit, listen, I wasn't with it. I wasn't feeling it. I did not want my boy looking like Doflamingo's left hand or right hand dude. I ain't want it. I wasn't with that. Like, it just didn't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, it can't be that. It can't be that. Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. Like, you wanted something natural. You wanted an upgrading and progression. Something that actually made sense. But Oda did it great. He did it great. He gave you the explanation as into why Luffy does the things that he does. The user body gains properties of the rubber while in combat. It's supposedly only limited by the imagination of the user. All right, so that means all these things that Luffy's been doing is not guaranteed that the previous user of the fruit, whether that be Joy Boy or someone in between Luffy and Joy Boy, had any dealings, any knowledge of any of these techniques that Luffy is using. All right, you're limited by your imagination. So that goes to speak highly on Luffy, that I'm thinking that Luffy took this fruit and completely made it his own. All right, that's the way that I take in what Oda is telling us. You know what I'm saying? But also, it has the properties to put a smile on people's faces. You know what I'm saying? Embodying the warrior of liberation. That's the title of the chapter. Like, I shit you not, warrior of liberation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, set that up. But now I can get up into other things, but like, I don't know if I'm gonna do another video about those or am I gonna talk about it at the end? But we'll see. But he's the sun god Nika. All right, Luffy is the sun god Nika. And I guess in essence, they both go hand in hand. Sun god Nika as well as Joy Boy goes hand in hand. It's not an instant of time of fate that a lot of people was worried about. A lot of people was like, well, if Luffy is destined to be Joy Boy and all this and so on and so forth, it isn't that case. It isn't that simple. Like, it isn't like oh, Luffy was always destined to. No, had Luffy not made the decision to bite into that fruit when Shanks and them ticked him off, well, we would not have a Joy Boy. And I don't, unless Shanks was going to eat the fruit. I don't know. I don't think Shanks was going to eat the fruit. He didn't seem like he had any intention on eating the fruit. I think they was probably going to try to sell it or something. But then again, we don't know because Shanks, we don't know why Shanks took that particular fruit in the first place. So, but I'm pretty sure we'll get it eventually. All right. But yeah, they continue explaining how the rubber is strengthened and they have complete freedom over their body. Like how you mean tell me that he didn't have complete freedom over his body beforehand? my man was literally blowing himself up, but yeah, it is what it is. But they call it the most ridiculous power in the world. I think that's the best suited thing. It's broken. It's OP. Like I said, when you think about what a zone fruit actually is, it enhances the physical capabilities of the user. All right. So that, like, you gotta think, like, that's why Luffy whole thing has always been close combat fighting. Like of course he ain't got no special wind blowing technique or none of that stuff there because he don't need it. I mean, I'm pretty sure he could because he can expand his body and stuff, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, as a zone type user, it makes sense why Luffy's able to go into battles and get his ass beat and jump right back up. Why he's able to heal just after eating some meat, because he's a zone user. Their whole thing is they have incredible stamina. All right. So with being a mythical, that I'd imagine that just that status alone increases it probably at least tenfold. Yeah. That's why Luffy is the way that he is. But moving on, all right, we cut over to the treasure repository, right, where Hiyori and Orochi is, all right? And Orochi, he's pleading his case. He's like, yo, I really looked up to your dad, Hiyori, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't want you to do this to me. Like, it wasn't even my fault. Kaido was using me. And you know, everything that he can possibly say to try to get himself out of this situation, he's saying it. He's asking her to remove the nails. You know, let's run away together. That's what he's asking her, as if she's actually in love with him. Gee, come on, dog. Dog, you got a face that even a mama ain't gonna love. And then on top of your actions, I gotta say, like, in terms of One Piece, like, I know a lot of people say they hate Foxy. I know, but me personally, I don't hate Foxy. I actually like him. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was irritating and annoying, but Orochi takes the title with me, man. He already like, nah, I ain't dealing with none of your stuff, man. Like, I ain't trying to hear it. My dad, who believed in you, like, my dad kept his word based off believing that you was gonna keep your word. My dad rolled for you, all right? My dad was down for you since day one, but you did my father dirty, you know what I'm saying? Like, he kept his promise. He danced like a fool in the streets in front of all these people getting clowned on and everything, you know what I'm saying? While the whole nation turned their back on him, he did it, working, shouldering, carrying it all by himself because he knew he had to. You knew he had to, right? And like, she's like, you can tell, like, the mask. I love the fact that she has the mask on while she's going into detail about all of this, because she's like, my father was the man who kept his word. He still expected the same of you when you agreed to let them go. Talking about when Odin was standing in a pot of boiling oil. He withstood that for an hour, yo, for an hour. And they still off, my man. Like, and they still try to get rid of the scabbards as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he always like, yo, he kept a smile on his face and all that. But I ain't dealing with you. None of that. All right. So Orochi's just still trying to get out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, he like, look, girl, it ain't even like that. But the whole time Hiyori is remembering her dad. You know what I'm saying? Remembering a conversation that they had where she was asking him, like, yo, like, aren't you concerned? Like, don't it bother you that these people talk about you behind your back and think this way of you? He was like, man, I'm good. I'm good. You know why? Which, as a dad, I got to say, Odin, my boy, you are number one, man. You are number one because he's like, I have you guys. I have my family. No matter what anybody else thinks about me, I have my family. Family knows me. So that is wonderful. That is wonderful. Oda did it. Like, Oda had me feeling all kind of emotions in this chapter. Mainly hitting me in the feels. Like, not sad. Like, sad never came over me, but like definitely like a sense of, yeah, I can get with that. I'm emotional right now. I ain't cry. I wanted to, but I didn't. I did. But and like I said, Roshi like, yo, let me out. You know what I'm saying? He like, I've always said that Odin was a great samurai. You know what I'm saying? Trying to big him up. You know, like, look, listen, Hiyori, like his legacy will go on forever. I'll make sure of it. Just get me out of the situation. Hiyori throws off her mask. Like, you see the veins in her forehead and the tears running down her eyes, and this is the scene that truly yanked my heart out of my chest. Like, oh, like, hold your tongue. I am Katsuki Hiyori. Will always carry my father's name proudly, man. Like, she was definitely, like, she hits like Orochi, he's scared shitless now and everything. But while they going on and Orochi's trying to get away and all of this stuff there, you know what I'm saying? Kanjuro goes back up, but as you know, he turned into the fire blob thingy. But now he's just like this little just remaining clinging to life pieces of that the giant flame thing, all right? And he's like, he telling Orochi that he failed, you know what I'm saying? Like, he like, look, listen, I can't go on, I can't keep doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at my ends with. But Orochi, like, you know, of course, being the sneaky, underhanded so that he is, he like, look, listen, Kanjuro, perfect opportunity, my guy. Look, listen, go over there, burn her up. All right, and it will be your grand standing final finale on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it'll be a perfect end to this pathetic, to this this tragic comedy. You know what I'm saying? Of the survivors of the Katsuki. Now, I'm not sure what it was. I'm not sure if it's like just straight up like Kanjuro's spirit. He literally drew his spirit, the last remaining power that he had, into this creature, or what? But like, it just completely gave out. It gave out. It was like Orochi sama, and just it fell completely smooth over on the boy Orochi, and my man, like, he screaming in pain. Like, I love it. It gave me so much pleasure and joy. I was dying laughing. My kids ran in here like, Dad, yo, what's going on? I'm like, yo, this is funny. Like, for me, it's funny. And then Hiyori just simply says, the dawn will come. Kazuki saying, the Kazuki clan, there we go, always keeps its promises. And then we cut back over to the roof where Luffy is at, and it comes back with the doom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's letting you know that this boy, like, he got it. Like, I don't know, like, if his music completely changed, but like, you hear his heart, like, that's his heart. And I'm wondering if he's gonna die after this, because like it does have some open-ended questions that need to be answered. But anyway, Luffy's like, he feels anything is possible and that he can keep on fighting. But he acknowledges, my heart sounds funny though. Like, that because your heart is in the club right now. It's in there getting it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But he like, this is my peak. This is gear fifth. Okay. I now I seen on Twitter that some people was very upset about this. That's what made me read the chapter. That's also what made me go ahead and cut the chapter review because I wanted to bring the chapter review back. I really did for a while now. Been saying it on my streams and stuff. But like this was I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get in, I need to get in right now. Like I don't need to wait any longer. But like I said, I've seen people being upset about this. Understand me when I say this. Luffy is a battle genius. All right. That's the reason why he improves in battle. Right. That has nothing to do with his devil fruit. Him battling, learning as he goes, that's just been him. And so he's taking this, like he realizes, like, okay, something is different about me. I feel empowered. Like he's probably looking himself over and like, you know, like I look a little bit different, a little bit different. I'm gonna call this new thing Gear Fifth. I'm gonna say this is my Gear Fifth. I don't think he exactly knows what it is though. And I don't think that after he does what he need to do, he's going to be able to activate it at will. Like it doesn't seem like one of them kind of things. Like I'm thinking like he's going to have to train in it as well. How? That I don't know, but like I'm pretty sure we're going to get something. But anyway, it cuts back down to the live floor showing Kaido, right? And showing this huge burst of Conqueror's Haki coming from the roof. And like people on the floor, like all of the gifters and the waiters and the pledges and stuff, like they in there, they're like because they passing out. Like you see a whole bunch, like you see fire, but if you pay close attention, like you see like foam coming from these people's mouth. You know what I'm saying? And Kaido's like, what the hell is going on? And here Goro, he's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like people just passing out left and right. And even Kaido is concerned at this point. He like, you guys, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? And he like, what the hell is that? Like he literally looks shook. He like, what the hell is that? It's coming from the roof. What is it? And and rather than going to see what it is, because you know, like Kaido is he's a badass. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't for no bullshit, but like he feels this strong ass presence. It even makes him go, what the hell is up there? I don't think I want to know. You know what I'm saying? But like you see Luffy standing at the edge of a hole, right? And all of a sudden, my man, like he no longer having to blow any of that. He just does what he want to do. My man just went gigantic arm, fist, snatched my boy Kaido. Like he just Kaido's like, oh. And then in the most like, okay, real quick, I love how they cut the Law and Kid and they like looking like, what is this going on? Like Kid like straw hat, like he like, what the hell is going on? But my boy Chopper is balling. Love Chopper. I love Chopper because he thought Luffy was gone. So I'm glad that Chopper get to see this. But then you see Luffy with a smile on his face, right? And he just yoinks Kaido up. And yo, like, I can't wait to see this animated. My man does the eye popping out thing. Kaido eyes are literally popping out as he getting snatched up through the hole, right? Like it's so hilarious, and the hilarity keep going. It keep going. Like you amazed and you're dying laughing because, but like with Kaido facial expression in dragon form, keep this in my full dragon form. My boy Luffy just gets to laughing and swinging my boy around. Keep in mind that Kaido's eyes are still popped out of his head. I'm like, yo, gee. Like, okay, I see you, Kaido. You are shook right now. And then in Hulk fashion, to what he did to Loki in the Avengers movie, my man Luffy just get the bam. I'm like, gee, what are you? Like, yo, Oda, I gotta clap my hands. I gotta give you applause, man. I really do. Because like he said, I hope that I can draw it well. Now, I'm not sure what he meant by it, but I freaking love it. Like, because like I said, not only am I hyped, not only am I excited, not only am I amazed, but I'm also very, very full of joy. Very much so full of joy. Because this makes me die laughing, man. I swear to God. And the whole time that this going on, Luffy is just laughing his ass off. And Kaido's like, "How are you still alive?" But rather than try to get a answer, you know what I'm saying, he just goes on to say, like, "I'm grateful because like I hated to accept that loss." You feel me, G? Like the way that you lost, like the battle was snatched from us. I didn't like it. Fires off a board brush, right? Luffy still laughing, dodges this in like the mask fashion. Okay, like he rolls backwards while laughing, gets up and says, "Whoa!" Like he the mask, his eyes popping out now, tongue sticking out of his mouth. Like just picture it, guys. Like, oh my God, it's crazy. But without a moment's hesitation, my man grabs the ground and pulls it up, and it makes it makes the boing sound when he does this. He pulls it up. Turn the ground into rubber now. This man is completely broken. Like, if you want to be mad because now Luffy is extremely overpowered, hey, go ahead, have it. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I fucking love it. But the Borough bounces off and goes back and hits Kaido, and Luffy is laughing, and we get the appearance finally in full of what Luffy actually looked like. He has fire on his head. He has a cloud veiled scarf thingy floating around him. It looks good. It looks good. Kaido's like, "Sorry about that idiot from before. Didn't want to win like that." Luffy's like, "Don't sweat it at all, my guy. Let's finish this up now." And it ends with that, man. It ends. The battle reaches its finale. Next issue, cover and color spread. And no break. No break. That means next week. Now, the official drops Sunday. So that means we like a week and 2 days away, or, you know, I'm pretty sure there's going to be more spoilers that's going to drop. I'm for it. I'm here for it. I'm here with it. Let's go. Let's get it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Everything. Wano is finally wrapping up. It's finally wrapping up. But Zunisha, I'm gonna let you know now. Those government ships, they still out there. Now I'd imagine that Zunisha is gonna wipe them out, no problem. That's probably why Oda hasn't did anything to them yet, because when it showed Zunisha, you could still see the ships down there. They just sitting there waiting on orders or something, I guess. I don't know. Like maybe they panicking. I don't know. Then show the people, just show the ships. But she hasn't smacked them around, so I'm waiting on her to smack them around, because these people, they're gonna need to get away. I don't think it's gonna be like, I don't really think it's gonna be a true festival celebration, because the festival and the celebration is going on now, and I believe once Luffy beats Kaido, will be like the celebration that's going on now. I think it will probably continue. But I don't think the Straw Hats and the other pirates that are there, the Heart Pirates and the Kid Pirates, are going to stick around. I think they're going to go ahead and try to get on down, because it's too much going on right now. And you still got Big Mom kids in the wait. So ain't no telling what the hell is going to happen. But yeah, so that's the halves of it. I would recommend, like, if you was thinking to yourself that you didn't want to go read it, go read it. Go read it. Listen, Google, Bing, they're your friends. Just type in One Piece chapter 1044 and you will find it. You will find a link that will take you to it, and you can read it for yourself. Give this thing a read. It is very good. I have to say, my favorite chapter of the year, in all honesty. So, yeah. But with that one, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna cut another video dealing with this. I probably will. hell, catch my streams. Follow me over on Facebook, Twitter, and I'll might put up a poll or something. I don't know, ask you guys, or I'll just let you guys straight up know what I'm gonna do. But until the next one, remember, be you, go hard, remain happy like Luffy is in his sun god Nika form. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.